This is also useful for when you have like two peak angles to cover and you want to be able to find them again and be able to hit, you know, anyone coming across. If you're good at reflex shooting, if you've done this training every day for a while, you're going to be able to cover two angles and people are going to be amazed that, you know, you're going like this and boom, 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 boom. Wait, somebody showed up, boom, you hit them instantly because you've done your drag shooting and reflex shooting. Okay, so that's enough for that. Third thing you want to do. Oh, I see this red thing there. Third thing you want to do is start actual aim practice. That means actual headshots. Now we have done the stationary headshots, so we don't need to do those. So we need to send these. Let me use the USP for the menu. We need to make these bots start to move. So this triggers them jumping and crouching. You may want this because it adds some difficulty, or you may want to start without. Now they're immobile. Okay, the one adada is a movement. Is one movement pattern of left and right. The two adada is another movement pattern which is slightly different. 3, 4, 5, and so on. So now you have all 5 adadas are on 80, 80, 80. So I call it adada. I don't know. So now these bots are moving. They're not jumping or crouching. So you want to pull some headshots with them. And you can see how it's missing. Because I'm drag shooting, I'm not like, okay, you come here and, you know, I'll get you. Come here, I'll get you. You know, I'm drag shooting at the same time because this is training. Plus, anyway, you do it whichever way you want. Being able to drag shoot, in my opinion, is one of the most, you know, useful skills, because when somebody's moving, you know, your crosshair is not going to stay on them. Of course, they might peek at one place, but if you can drag shoot and hit those headshots, you're going to be a success. Okay, so you do a few of those while moving like this, and you may want to do some with the scout as well. Okay, remember to keep moving in between. Okay. Oh, I suck. And you can see that it's a little bit harder now that they're not moving. Of course, you know, it's not very hard at all. As I said, a little bit later I'll demonstrate how my skill has improved after doing each and every kind of training for a little bit. Okay, so you want to do this with the scout. You can, if you want, go with the op and, you know, try to hit the headshot with the op, but, you know, if it's an op, you might as well do this and got him off, you know. So if you're doing it with an op, this is far from difficult. But anyway, yeah, so that's it for now. Then you can go and send them jumping and crouching, which makes it a bit more difficult. Okay, you still have to, you know, you're still only moving, you know, fairly slowly, so it's pretty easy. But, you know, when they go and like that, you know. So that's a bit harder, see? So if you've done the first phase of the training, you're in shape for doing this. You're going to be having a good success with this. So you may want to be doing, say, you know, like 50 with the scout, 50 with the AK, or, you know, even, you know, use the M4 if you want to do 25 scout, 25 eagle, you know, I don't know. You work it whichever way you want. And you get these headshots. Okay. So that's speed 1. And after you've done that, you can, you know, notch it up by 1, speed 3. Now see how difficult, how much of a hard time I'm having with this? You'll see later after I've done my training how much better I do. These are not necessarily easy to hit now at speed 3. Okay, so you can do again, you know, like 25 with the AK, 25 with the D, 25 with the scout, and you know, with the scout, of course, you're going to try to hit a headshot every time, and yeah, so you go another 100 with a variety of weapons, and then you move it up one notch. No, not this. No, not these either. What am I doing? This. Another notch of difficulty. You give them cover to hide behind. So yeah, this is again another notch of difficulty. So you do another, you know, 25 with each weapon if you want. You know, like another 100 with you know, the scout also. You know. Oh, I missed the head. I hit the head. And you know, they're not so easy to hit. You know, they move fast, and you know, they change directions very randomly, and you know, it's advanced difficulty here. Not super advanced, but advanced. You know, I mean, I'm sure some of the pros, you know, doing this would miss a few of these shots. These guys move faster than anyone in game ever does. Maybe bunny hopping. I think they can move that fast. And erratically like this, I don't think anyone moves like that. So anyway, yeah, there is that. So you do these, and then you can add in the boxes, okay, which then pretty much negates the crates, so you can, you know, take them off if you like. And then for this, you again have a very limited time to aim and shoot, because the guy is only peeking a fraction of a second at a time. So, you know, hitting them is again harder. So that's pretty high difficulty right here. So you can do, I don't know, maybe 20 of those with your scout, you know, 20 with your AK if you like. You know, you give yourself a target, you hit that target. You know how much success you're having at this as you do it, you know, over time. If you're having enough success, or, you know, if you need to do more of these, or if you've taken enough time, you know, warming up and training by doing the previous stuff. So that's another more thing, okay? And there's a couple of last things. Okay, we bring back the crates, and we add the peak walls. Where's my AK? Right here. This is useful for peak shooting. Okay, so you know there's a guy somewhere there. You don't know where exactly, but what you're training for is you're not like going like, oh, he's here, yeah, it's shooting. No, you're like, you need to peek and shoot as quickly as possible. So what you can do is train yourself to peek once, shoot once, peek once, shoot once, peek once, shoot once, to have an idea of where he is on the first peek, and then on the second peek you shoot. Of course, these being bots, you know pretty much where they are. And if you train well enough, you can do that. And more. Better. More. Of course. Because I'm not very good. And yeah. So this should be the last part of your training. If you've done all this, personally I find that the only thing that you're missing is the spray pattern training. Ooh, spray pattern for sure. Which is done in another map. Now, these are cute, but you know, they're not made for training your spray pattern. So there's another map for that. Maybe I'll make a short video out of that. There's extras, of course, of other things you can do in this map. We take those spray walls to show you just some more things. One thing you can do, another additional thing you can do, is remove these walls here. So these guys are all out in the open. Okay. And one thing you can do, okay, is throw them some weapons. That's not a really good one to practice with, but whatever, you know. And you throw them some guns, and you get back your AK, and then you turn on this thing here, which means that the bots are now rushing you at high speed while strafing. So now you can play zombie horde with these bots. Okay, they're ducking, and jumping, but they're all coming towards you. And these guys move fast, so you know, after a while. Oops. Well, I shot on the wall there, and there was an M4. And the reason why we gave them some weapons is simply because eventually you'll kill one. Who has a weapon here? Where did I put these guns? Well, the rifle wall is here, so these bots, probably these bots, have guns. See, so now you can switch your weapon and practice a different gun if you like. Okay, so that's the last and another little extra you can do. It gets to be really fun, okay, when you keep to the same, for example, now it takes a few seconds, but I'll probably cut this. And you can see in a few seconds what's going to happen is that these guys all rush me. They're fast, okay, so now you're, you know, trying to survive the onslaught of zombie bots that are coming at you, and they're coming, you know. And if you're masochistic, you get, see, this guy just knifed me, I think, because he's so fast. Okay, so yeah, you can play zombie survival if you're bored, and it's good training of, you know, keeping your aim under pressure if yeah, if that's your fancy. So there you go, guys. You have it. This is my suggested training to become have a really great deal of aim prowess at CSGO. The reason why I'm making this video is because I don't have aiming prowess at all. I am a notoriously bad aimer. I am especially good at team play and tactics and, you know, stuff like that. Once in a while a bot will actually shoot at you, so that happens too, but it's a rare occurrence. They have to get a gun, and anyway, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me comments if you feel like it. And there's also an older version of this video that is around, but I'll deprecate that one and use this one instead. So if you've watched that one, it's still in the playlist, but it's like the old version. So see you guys around. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.